Hello and welcome everyone. This is your weekly reading for the last week of May 2022. I quickly want to thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel. And now let's see what Spirit has in store for you this week. And hello to you, Taurus. We are starting out with the Fool, the Eight of Wands, Strength, and the Chariot. So 3 standalone cards in a row, Taurus. Oh, 4. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So you really have a great setup right here. You have a blend. You have one of each of the suits. You have your wands, your action. You have your swords, your challenge, your pentacles, your money, and the Queen of Cups. You have some emotion in there. Then you have four power cards, 4 standalone cards that are speak very strongly from Spirit. So starting out with the Fool. The Fool represents that sense of wonder and innocence. So that's really nice. It means you're going to be open to all sorts of things this week, Taurus. Being able to take a leap of faith, speaking to should I try this? So this should be the week that you are open to try things more so than you ever have been. With the Strength is speaking to being able to get what you want, or to accomplish your goal with your heart and your mind, instead of your strength, or knowing that you're stronger than the other person, knowing that you could just power them just physically, just from your presence, bring them to submission or bring them to your way of thinking. But instead, you're going to be more open to how you can not necessarily convince them, but make it more of an emotional, or a more personal, something that's at a much more personal level, more love and kindness rather than just plain old physical strength. As you can see, she is actually holding the lion's mouth open, and she's not forcing it. He is willingly letting her have the upper hand because she is kind and she is gentle. And that just kind of shows you where the balance is. The lion knows that he's strong enough to overpower her, eat her, should he choose to, but he's allowing her to do something to him that he wouldn't normally allow, because he does not feel threatened by her. So that kind of strength, where you just know you are in control, you know you have the upper hand, but you are going to allow the other person to feel like they are contributing. So that, along with that sense of wonder and that sense of innocence, just a free spirit. So this week, a little bit out of your comfort zone. You're used to being the obstinate one, being the one who is very, very much on task. But this week, I see that you might actually be a little bit more in tune with your psyche, per se, more so your psyche than your mind. With the Emperor, of course, is representing like a father figure, a man that you look up to, someone who you feel has your best interest at heart. And with that Emperor, I'm feeling like he is going to be part of your strength and part of the ability to just make people feel like they are being heard, make the people that you encounter this week feel like they are being given validation from you. Actually, with the Emperor there, I'm seeing that validation. Like you are not only listening to them, you are maybe incorporating ideas that they have, and they're saying, wow, you really are listening to me. So perhaps you're going to be that father figure for my male Tauruses out there. For you, male Taurus, you may be the one that they're looking to. So your strength and your ability to just kind of give in to that sense of wonder and that enthusiasm, all of those coming together would be wonderful for someone who actually looks up to you like that, someone who seeks your approval. this is that week to give them that approval very, very openly, especially if we're going to look at your emotional card, your Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, it embodies compassion and a strong psychic connection to a specific person. So in this case, it might be that person who has been reaching out to you, who has wanted your approval, who has wanted that connection with you. You're going to be able to give them that this week, Taurus. And then we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot, normally I would say it does represent travel, but travel can be looked at in many senses. And because of the way your other power cards, your other standalone cards are speaking to me right now, I would say this is going to be that transition. That travel is going to be your ability to go from the person who follows to the person who leads. So you're going to be able to be that father figure. You're going to be able to exhibit this kind of strength where you are actually giving someone else the reins, there you go, in travel, giving someone else the reins, trusting that they will be able to do the kind of job that you do, taking that leap of faith that they can follow your instruction or have listened to you, been tutored by you long enough that now they can kind of take over. You can step back a little bit. You can appreciate what they have learned and be very proud of everyone involved, yourself included, because this person is doing something that you have pretty much trained them or groomed them to do. We have your Eight of Wands, your action card, and the Eight of Wands speaks to being able to embrace more than one thing at a time. It also represents and can represent a journey. So there you go. The Eight of Wands, your action card, is speaking to your Chariot, speaking to the fact that it might very well be a physical trip, but that journey, I still have a very strong feeling that journey is your power cards here. It's you transitioning from one type of being to another, being as in you are no longer the follower. In this case, you have mastered what you need to, and you are passing the torch. You are making sure that someone else feels comfortable in that position as well. When we look at your challenge card, the Queen, and we know the Queen is nurturing, the Queen is that maternal type of sense. So your challenge card, being that maternal card, is saying that you have mastered, as I said, you have mastered. You are now teaching someone else something that had once been new to you and difficult for you. Now you are the master and you have passed it on to the teacher. So the Queen of Swords is just further emphasizing that. Then we have your pentacles. Last but not least, your money. And which pentacle is it? It's the one that says you feel like you're at a loss. You're feeling like you're missing out on something. But I'll tell you what, if your money is not right this week, Taurus, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps about your financial situation, all these other things that are happening for you are so much more important. I know that tired phrase, money can't buy happiness, money doesn't buy everything. We all need money. We all want money. Who could use more money? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel like there's a loss there, or you shouldn't go ahead and give in to that sense of feeling of loss that the Five of Pentacles tends to represent, but you are becoming so much richer with that emotional connection, with that sense of pride and sense of accomplishment of being able to not only master something that has been puzzling you or something that has been a process of learning. You've finally mastered it, and now you are giving that gift to someone else. And you're also passing on that wonderful opportunity without them having to learn. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You have it figured out. You know how to do this, and now you're showing someone else how to accomplish it very succinctly, very positively, and you're all the better for it. So Five of Pentacles, be damned. Let's not worry about your money this week. You're just doing some really cool stuff, Taurus. So that is what I see for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.